Senator Elizabeth Warren lashing out at the world's richest man, a lot smarter than her, Elon Musk, after he called her, quote, Senator Karen.
Like, wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal, which is not cool.
One of the world's most influential businessmen is taking on the government over its coronavirus lockdown.
Elon Musk has become a very popular figure among American conservatives, and understandably so, because he's not like the other celebrities. He likes memes and he's anti-woke. In fact, he's repeatedly been willing to challenge mainstream liberal narratives. So, as a conservative, what's not to like about Elon Musk? Well, today I'm going to make the argument that there's actually plenty not to like. I'm going to make the case that Elon Musk is actually not someone that we should side with or prop up or trust. And I know that's going to be a very hot take, so before you dislike the video, please give me a chance to tell you why. Because today, I'm going to make the argument that Elon Musk is not only not on our side, but in many ways is a walking psyop meant to trick conservatives in a very nefarious purpose. We'll explain that one in a second, but I will start off by asking you this question. I'm sure you've heard of SpaceX, I'm sure you've heard of Tesla, but have you heard of his third major project known as Neuralink?
This is not the final form of the techno dystopia. Soon enough, people are going to be walking around not only with technology on them, but also in them. Cue Elon Musk's Neuralink.
Elon Musk unveiled Neuralink's implantable brain chip. Neuralink wants to connect our brains to computers. It's a brain-computer interface designed to be implanted directly into the brain by a surgical robot.
Take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there.
Elon Musk intends to demonstrate that these technologies can be utilized to develop and enhance human cognitive and physical capacities.
Woo! And you wonder why I don't trust the guy. Interesting, isn't it? Conservatives are always so scared about how Bill Gates is going to microchip them, yet when Elon Musk comes out and openly says he wants to microchip you, we're like, okay, but this guy has a cool personality. Or when Mark Zuckerberg introduces the metaverse, we're like, this is a satanic perversion of reality, but when Elon Musk wants to implant that metaverse into your freaking brain, again, it's cool because Elon Musk is not woke and is like friends with Joe Rogan or something. You see what I'm getting at here? In many ways, I would argue that this is the entire point of Elon Musk. He's basically a walking psyop from Silicon Valley to get conservatives to submit to their technological dictatorship. Intentional or not, I firmly believe that his entire personality and anti-woke politics have a very nefarious purpose. Because you see, Silicon Valley understands that we don't like them. Say what you will, but they are undeniably very smart people, and they are smart enough to understand that your average Trump-voting middle American radical finds every single one of these big tech people to be absolutely insufferable, which they are. So inevitably, they know that we have a natural inclination to reject AI, transhumanism, and whatever weird new tech stuff these eggheads come up with because we don't trust the people who are selling it. But they know this, and that's precisely why they throw Elon Musk at us, because they know that we trust him. He's not as progressive as Jack Dorsey, he's not as much of a robot as Mark Zuckerberg, and he's not, you know, whatever the heck Bill Gates is. No, actually, in fact, he takes our side politically a lot, and he's kind of cool. So what's not to like about the guy? But make no mistake, Elon Musk is completely in lockstep with the technological agenda of Silicon Valley. He completely shills for the climate agenda. He has major factories in China. His company is structured off of globalist economics. He absolutely wants to make society as addicted and as reliant on technology as the rest of them. And he's not just, going along with transhumanism. He's the leader of the transhumanist movement to make people into cyborgs. But you see, he makes it cool to people like us. Because as we know, right, electric cars are for dumb liberal hippies and are a means of control, but Teslas are different because they're cool looking and they're fast. You see what I'm saying? Never mind the fact that they are literally connected to the internet and can be shut off by the people in power if they don't like you. And never mind the fact that Elon Musk has considered the idea of doing that right now in Russia. No. Let's turn a blind eye to all of that because Teslas are cool. Bro, look at this computer they have in them. You can literally play Mario Kart in your car. Isn't that so cool? And yeah, I'll admit that being able to play Mario Kart in your car is actually pretty cool. But do you see the bigger picture here? Now, microchips in our bodies are satanic, but Elon Musk is based, so he can microchip me, right? Right? Do you see what's going on here? Yeah, Silicon Valley may not like Elon Musk's views on transgenderism or COVID or whatever else, but he's still very useful to the extent to which he firmly believes in their core agenda, and that is the technological revolution, and that is the push to totally transform the human existence. So long as he believes in that, and is able to make that stuff appealing to people like us, Elon Musk is a highly useful agent for Silicon Valley. And I would argue that's why there hasn't really been a massive campaign from the tech sector to cancel him. And to the extent to which there is, I think it's basically just controlled opposition, because they understand the role that he plays. Now, I don't know if it's coordinated or he just personally understands that he can make his products seem cooler with that kind of anti-woke personality, or he's just literally a useful idiot for big tech. Again, I don't know the specifics, but it doesn't matter. That is undeniably the role that he serves in the progressive tech agenda. Now, let me be clear that the digital revolution is not a good thing, even if Elon Musk is the one selling it. Now, we do live in the digital age and we're kind of stuck with it. So we have to make the most of it. You know, I'm not saying it's realistic for all of us to leave the internet forever and totally go off the grid. And that would, of course, mean that you wouldn't be able to watch my videos, and that's not good either. So please don't do that. But we do ought to understand that the advent of the internet and social media and smartphone culture has really not been a net good for society, and in many ways has been an agent of the left. Because I would argue that the constant reliance on technology and the addiction to the dopamine of screen stimulation has made us numb, it's made us shallow-minded, and in many ways, it's made us easy to control. And you know, you want to talk about being controlled. I wonder how easy we will be to control when we literally have microchips in our brains. Like, what's going to happen to conservative ideas when they can literally control our brains? But I digress. I'm sorry, I'm sounding like a schizo conspiracy theorist, but honestly, I'm not. Whereas the traditional conservative way of life is built on stoicism and discipline and self-control, having the instant dopamine of the internet at the tip of your fingers means that you can literally just abandon all of your natural responsibilities and live your life online. And you want to know why millennials are also useless and all support Bernie Sanders? You know, this is why, and this is exactly what the left wants. So, needless to say, the more reliant we become on digital technology, the less traditional that our way of life becomes. And making the American way of life less traditional obviously helps the left in a number of ways and hurts conservatives. That should be self-explanatory. And I would argue that this isn't just like past technological innovations, you know, where the TVs just get bigger and more higher resolution and stuff like that. No. What we're seeing now with the internet and smart technology is arguably an even greater change to humanity than the Industrial Revolution was. Because we are absolutely headed to the point where human beings are not even really human beings anymore. I mean, we won't do work because we live in the pods and we'll have UBI and we'll own nothing and the robots are going to do all of our work for us. We won't even really live in reality because we'll be in virtual reality 24/7, and we won't even really have real brains because Elon Musk is going to have made us all into cyborgs. Most of all, none of us will have any humanity or independence left because we have basically become just like the screens that we are all addicted to. And don't call me crazy for saying that this is what they want, because they are openly saying that this is what they want. Now, it seems clear to me that we as conservatives should want to conserve our very humanity, right? Like, I know we've conserved nothing because we never do, but it should be pretty straightforward to say that we want to conserve the human existence and not make us all into like digitally uploaded cyborgs or something, which, you know, I think will go horribly wrong and is a total perversion of God's creation. But I digress. Like, I don't know, do I sound crazy? Like, are you guys all totally cool with uploading your brains to computers and living in cyberspace? And am I the only one who just thinks that this is all a terrible idea? You know, honestly, I don't think that I am. And I don't think that most conservatives are on board with the tech agenda at all. And I think, honestly, our support for Elon Musk has simply been out of good intentions, but really a level of ignorance because we don't really know all that much about him. So I hope that now that you know about Neuralink and you know about his agenda with all this stuff, you'll understand why he's really no better than Bill Gates or any of the people that we don't like. Because I will fully admit, I used to fall for him too. Go to the old videos on my channel from 2 years ago and you'll find multiple videos of me shilling for Elon Musk too. So trust me, I was there. But no more, folks. It is time to wake up to what he really is. Say it with me. I will put on your tinfoil hat, by the way. I will not let the technocrats take my humanity. I just won't let them do it. I will not eat bugs. I will not live in the pods. And I refuse to comply, even if it's Elon Musk that's asking me to comply. Okay? So in conclusion, folks, I think that conservatives should be extremely cautious in general of allowing disaffected liberals, which is basically what Elon Musk is, into our tent at all. I mean, I've said before that if we make our tent too big, we'll basically lose our very principles and totally become politically ineffective. And I've reminded you in the past that the original neoconservatives like Irving Kristol initially came over to us during the Reagan years as disaffected liberals. And, look at how that turned out. But notice also that my main argument against Elon Musk isn't really this whole purity spiraling thing of, well, he's not based enough for me. Because I'll be honest, he is a billionaire and he's kind of friendly to us. So that can be useful in theory, right? We absolutely need a based right-wing billionaire who's on our side. It isn't just a libertarian shill like the Koch brothers are. But I regret to inform you that Elon Musk is not that guy. And I don't think that having him as our guy is really worth it when you consider it will literally mean selling out the whole conservative movement to his psychotic, mad scientist tech agenda. And I will not inject myself with Neuralink just for 4 more years of Trump. Like, I just won't. And you shouldn't either. You really shouldn't. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe for more if you agree. Do it. Do it. If you're an epic conservative, you better subscribe to the channel or else you're just not an epic conservative. It's true. And I'll see you guys next time. Remember, don't take the Neuralink. Be a real human being. Alpha moves only. God bless and peace.
Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo as long